Q. Quack, an ungraduated ignorant pretender to skill in physic, a vendor of nostrums. Quacksalver, a mountebank, a seller of salves. Quacking cheat, a duck. Quag, abbreviation of quagmire, marshy, moorish around. Quailpipe, a woman's tongue, also a device to take birds of that name by imitating their call. Quailpipe boots, resembling a quailpipe from the number of plates. They were much worn in the region of Charles II. Quackers, a religious sect so called for their agitations in preaching. Quacking cheat, a calf or sheep. Quandary, to be in a quandary, to be puzzled, also one so overgorged as to be doubtful which he should do first, shit or spew, shew or spew. Some derive the term quandary from the French phrase "Quen dirai, what shall I say of it?" Others from an Italian word signifying a conjurer's circle. Quarrel picker, a glacier from the small squares in casements called carracks, vulgarly quarrels. Quorums, a quarren, a body cunt. Quartered, divided into 4 parts to be hanged, drawn, and quartered, is the sentence on traitors and rebels, persons receiving part of the salary of an office from the holder of it by virtue of an agreement with the donor are said to be quartered on him. Soldiers billeted on a publican are likewise said to be quartered on him. To quash, to suppress, annul, or overthrow. Vulgarly pronounced squash, they squashed the indictment. Queen, a slut or worthless woman, a strumpet. Queen Dick, to the tune of the life and death of Queen Dick. That happened in the reign of Queen Dick, i.e. never. Queen Street, a mart governed by his wife, is said to live in Queen Street or at the sign of the Queen's Head. Queer or quire, base, roguish, bad, naught, or worthless. How queerly the cull tots, how roguishly the fellow looks. It also means odd, uncommon cunt. Queer as Dick's hatband, out of order without knowing one's disease. To queer, to puzzle or confound. I have queered the old full bottom, i.e. I have puzzled the judge to queer one's ogles among bruises, to darken one's daylights. Queer wedges, large buckles, queer bail. Insolvent sharpers who make a profession of bailing persons arrested, they are generally styled Jew bail, from that branch of business being chiefly carried on by the sons of Judah. The lowest sort of these who borrow or hire clothes to appear in are called mounters, from their mounting particular dresses suitable to the occasion. Cunt. Queer birds, rogues relieved from prison and returned to their old trade. Queer bit makers, coiners. Cunt. Queer bitch, an odd out-of-way fellow. Queer bluffer, the master of a public house, the resort of rogues and sharpers, a cutthroat inn or alehouse keeper. Queer bung, an empty purse. Queer checkers, among strolling players, doorkeepers who defraud the company by falsely checking the number of people in the house. Queer coal fencer, a putter off or utterer of bad money. Queer coal maker, a maker of bad money. Queer cove, a rogue cunt. Queer cuffin, a justice of the peace, also a curl. Queer degen, an ordinary sword, brass or iron hilted. Queer ken, a prison cunt. Queer kicks, a bad pair of breeches. Queer mort, a diseased trumpet cunt. Queer nab, a felt hat or other bad hat. Queer plungers, cheats who throw themselves into the water in order that they may be taken up by their accomplices, who carry them to one of the houses appointed by the human society for the recovery of drowned persons, where they are rewarded by society with a guinea each, and the supposed drowned persons, pretending he was driven to that extremity by great necessity, also frequently sent away with a contribution in his pocket. Queer prancer, a bad, worn-out, foundered horse, also a cowardly or faint-hearted horse-stealer. Queer rooster, an informer that pretends to be sleeping and thereby overhears the conversation of thieves in night cellars. Queer street, wrong, improper, contrary to one's wish. It is queer street, a cunt phrase to signify that it is wrong or different to our wish. Quitam, quitam, horse, one that will both carry and draw lawwit. To quibble, To make subtle distinctions, also to play upon words. Quick and nimble, more like a bear than a squirrel, jeeringly said to anyone moving sluggishly on a business or errand that requires dispatch. Quid, the quantity of tobacco put into the mouth at one time. To quid tobacco, to chew tobacco. Quid est hoc, hoc est quid, a guinea. Half a quid, half a guinea. The swell tipped me 50 quid for a prad. The gentleman gave £50 for the horse. Quids. Cash, money. Can you tip me any quids? Can you lend me some money? Quiffing, rogering. See to Roger. Quidnunc, a politician from politician from a character of that name in the farce of the upholsterer. Quill driver, a clerk, scribe, or hackney writer. Quim, the private parts of a woman, perhaps from the Spanish quima. To burn, Cambridge, a pieces furbelow. Quinsy, choked by a hempen. Quinsy, hanged. Quips, girds, taunts, jests. Choir or choirbird, a complete rogue, one that has sung in different choirs or cages, i.e. Gauls, cunt. Quirks or quillets, tricks and devices. Quirks in law, subtle distinctions and evasions. Quiz, a strange-looking fellow, an odd dog, Oxford. Quad, Newgate or any other prison. The dabs in quad, the poor rogue is in prison. Quota, snack, share, part, proportion, or dividend. Tip, me my quota, give me part of the winnings, booty or plunder, cunt. Ah, Ronar.